unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Greetings, Universal fans. It's time for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, bringing you all the news from the Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood, Singapore, and Japan.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 116 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, brought to you in association with MiceChat.com and sponsored by Fairy Godmother Travel and the Producers Club. I am Darren, and joining me today we have Hunter.
What's up, everybody?
And we have Tracy.
Hello.
And we have Lee.
Sup, yo?
How's it going, everybody?
Very good, thank you.
All right.
Doing pretty good. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Be better.
I would just
Lee
like-
wasn't all sup, y'all, but yeah.
I know, it's
Well, I'll
keeping
try
it
and come up
going.
with something else. I would just like to say, and there's only one person that will be interested in this, but sorry, Chris, but 4-0 at the weekend, it was always going to come.
This probably means nothing to Darren and I.
Darren will know. To a certain
Okay, well, it
extent.
means nothing to me.
You are not supposed to diss our producers.
It's nice to have a listener who supports a team that Darlow play and we stuffed them 4-0.
Oh,
Ooh, he used the word stuffed.
Oh,
that's footy. That's footy for people that aren't privy to this.
Privy.
there you go, anyway.
Moving
I had
Back
to
to the
say
American
something.
side, Darren.
Moving swiftly on before Chris sends me a message to give you a smack.
Producers Club's nearly finished for the year, so whatever.
Oh,
Oh. Well, what we're going to begin with here is a listener Butterbeer preference from Steve in New Jersey.
Hello, UUOP. It's Steve from New Jersey calling on my Butterbeer preference. First, I want to say thank you for doing what you do. I am an avid listener of many different podcasts, and you keep me connected to Universal every week. So thanks. So my preference would be Frozen. We, my family, 5 of us, went 3 years ago in the middle of summer, in the middle of the heat down in Orlando, and we shared the Butterbeers. So we didn't even try the non-frozen one. It just made more sense for the 5 of us to buy like 3 frozen, and it just seemed like we could share the frozen and it would last longer and go further than the non-frozen one. So in all fairness, I never compared it to the non-frozen one, but I am going back in a month or two, about a month and a half, and I will make a direct comparison and hopefully call back. So my vote is for Frozen. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you don't need to. You made the right choice in the first place.
no. I'm sorry, but no, that decision is null and void. If you haven't actually tried both, you cannot possibly vote one way or the other. Nope, I am not accepting it. I demand a recount.
The only thing is he just didn't waste any money.
Yeah.
Which is very wise. But
Darren
no.
drops the mic.
Boom.
No.
8 Mile, UUOP.
I wouldn't worry, Steve. You'd be calling back saying, yeah, Frozen, you can keep it. Regular's the way to go.
It would be interesting to have a follow-up, actually, because he said he'd only tried the Frozen, and then to go back and then go, actually, I tried regular, and I wish I hadn't bothered.
No.
To be fair, the real winner here is Butterbeer ice cream, but
Actually, the real winner here is Universal Orlando for everyone buying it to try it out.
Very true. Still waiting for a pumpkin juice vote.
Well, if, like Steve, you would like to hear your Butterbeer preference on the show,
All you have to do is record us a message, just like Steve did, letting us know who you are, where you are from, and whether you prefer regular or frozen.
And of course, email those recordings to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com, but only if they're regular.
or on your mobile device, go to speakpipe.com/UUO podcast and leave us your message there.
it's now time for the news.
Universal Orlando Resort have announced the return of their popular third-day free offer for US and Canadian residents, which means that if you reside inside the United States or Canada, if you purchase a 2-day ticket, you'll get a third day free.
Woohoo!
That's pretty cool. The offer
Oh, yeah.
the offer is valid for purchase through June 7th, 2015. It's valid for 14 days from the first use, and it must be used in full by June the 20th, 2015.
Not bad.
Not at all. The current price of a 2-day park-to-park ticket is $175.99. That's per adult plus tax. Blockout dates do apply, which are January the 26th of this year through to December 26th. I'm reading ahead. Shut up. Stop laughing. December 26th of this year through to January the 3rd of next year.
That's only a week.
But that's fine. That's not a very big blockout date.
Go there and then anyway.
No. So if you want additional information about this or any of Universal Orlando's vacation package options, visit them at universalorlando.com.
Oh, Fairy Godmother Travel, because they can sort out.
Yeah, in fact, go to Fairy Godmother Travel.
Well, that's good. It's good to see that it's still offering discounts and stuff.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I know you two don't need to worry about it with your annual passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, benefits of being a
Floridian. I wonder if
Floridian.
Florida residents get that on the Florida resident discount as well.
Interesting. It seems to be
I'm guessing probably.
Yeah, because unlike the US, because you seem like you guys, it shocks us when we come over a bit that if you have an offer on something and you have a discount voucher for it as well, you can use both of them together. Usually over here, it's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
If there's an offer on something, you can't use a discount voucher, or you can use the discount voucher, but you won't get the offer. Whereas I know when we've come over buying
first time
trainers and stuff,
sneakers.
Us Americans just can't do. We can't function that many things at once.
So but yeah, cool.
Okay, Halloween Horror Nights is now finished for another year. If you want to hear all about this year's events, then check out our Dead Man's Digests for a review of Orlando as well as the Hollywood event. But now our attention turns to what Universal has in store for us next year.
Ooh, for us next year.
Yeah, that's right.
And I do go.
Yes, Hunter, for us. Next year.
Yes. Don't worry, Jade will look after you.
Hunter bleats like a goat in the background, right?
Oh, Jade will look after you now. She's hardcore.
Mm-hmm. I've got to say, though, that little announcement that was made. I know, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I'm happy and sad about it. Well, not sad.
Wait, what? Are you talking about what I'm about to talk about?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just
She doesn't
saying
know what you're about to talk about, Darren.
Oh. I don't know what announcement she's saying. Okay, anyway.
No.
Speculation has already begun by Tracy. As
the main speculator.
A recent package was sent out to select media outlets, not including us.
No.
By Halloween Horror Nights Orlando that included a flash drive and some strands of red hair.
Mm-hmm.
The drive included a video on it wrapping up this year's event, but also gave out hints for next year. This is definitely the first time they've ever done that.
Yeah. Well, it is a big year.
Yep. The video.
Well, they didn't send out a media package for this year, now that I think about it, right?
Yeah, they did.
What was it?
The zombie head, wasn't it? With the USB in the eye?
Was it?
That was last year, wasn't it?
Last year? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did something this year, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
I don't recall.
Oh, no, we
don't
never
remember seeing anything
Oh,
on
no, we never get
Screamscape or anything, so.
Well, the video detailed the dates for next year. The 25th Halloween Horror Nights will run on select nights from September 25th until October 31st, eschewing the November 1st date. And everyone has picked up on the flashes of images of a certain clown icon that hasn't been seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
A clown icon.
Nope, you're definitely breaking up there.
Oh yeah, it's a clown.
Nope. No,
A certain clown, a specific clown. Jack the Clown?
Darren's namesake.
Yep, Jack Schmidt.
Yep.
Oh.
It's yeah.
We've talked about Jack coming back for
yeah.
next year, and he had to.
Yeah.
For the 25th.
Yeah.
They have to
Absolutely.
do some sort of icon gathering, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
can't wait. I hate clowns now. I really can't wait because obviously I want to go and be scared.
Well, Darren, this kind of goes back on what we both talked about when we reviewed Orlando this year, and I asked you if Jack appeared in Giggles and Gore, and you said at least as far as you know he didn't, which meant we both said that they've got to be holding him back for next year.
Yeah. Yep, and Greg said he saw him in there. I don't know, we went through a second time, and I still didn't see him, so.
Okay.
He was off terrorising somebody else.
If anybody listening has been through Giggles and Goring and did see Jack, let us know. Because it could be a case, I mean, timing's always
Just
What are you
saying that
laughing at?
differently.
Huh?
If you didn't say Jack, tell us.
That's it. If you didn't see Jack Schmidt, see, there's where his name comes from, isn't it? If you didn't see Jack Schmidt, let us know.
You don't know Jack. There's a tagline for it.
But no, that's cool. I'm excited now already. I mean,
now I'm interested to see what else they're going to bring out as
do
well.
they normally? Sorry, Tracy.
I said I'm really excited to see what else they're going to bring out.
Darren, do they normally start teasing the next year this early?
No, they have never-
No.
Not even for the 20th.
No, the teasing.
Because the event wasn't even over when they announced this. I think there was still a night or two to go, right?
Yeah, it was the middle of last week, wasn't it? Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Did you find if there was anything? I don't.
No,
there wasn't. There was there?
nothing come up. So I don't remember anything. I'll be honest.
No, we know that. I know the head was last year because Eric had wrapped it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't honestly remember. Because they normally do something. I seem to remember a wooden box recently, but I don't know when that was.
That was
Or
with the head in.
The head
Yeah,
in?
that was the
I
head.
don't know then.
Was it? Yeah.
Yep, because that was The Walking Dead
Yeah.
head, remember? When they were announcing that all the scare zones were going to be Walking Dead that year.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay.
We need to get on that list. I want a box.
Yeah, we shall see. Going away from Halloween Horror Nights, this is quite interesting, and I'll be intrigued to see what you guys think of why they're doing this. But Universal, at least Orlando, have begun selling Universal Express Pass unlimited ticket upgrades on their website.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go over to universalorlando.com and go into the ticket section where the Express Pass bit is, they now offer normal Express and unlimited Express.
Mm-hmm.
And the passes start from, I had a quick look through and sort of went for like the off-peak dates and stuff, and they start from $49.99 for a one-day, one-park unlimited pass and go up to $149.99 for a two-day, two-park pass that's unlimited. That's obviously like the peak times. But $49.99 seems really good. Isn't the normal Express Pass like $69 on some days?
Well, yeah, it all depends on what day you're going.
But even so,
they have offered the unlimited express for a very long time.
Yeah, it was a VIP one, wasn't it?
Well, you could only buy it in the park too. That was the difference.
All right.
They didn't do any pre-purchasing. So
Also, keep in mind, I mean, there's still the normal restrictions from Express Pass on there too. And truth be told, every time I've been to Universal, I've never had to wait an exponential amount of time for anything that wasn't, marked off from the Express. So your Potter stuff and everything like that's still null and void as far as this is concerned, right?
Mm-hmm.
See,
yeah,
it's basically the same as staying on site.
Yeah, and that's what got me thinking about it. They're potentially losing hotel occupancy because how many people do we know? I mean, even us, for example, for next year and for last year, we stayed on site. Pretty much 80% of the reason we stayed on site was to get those express passes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas just stayed there recently, and I assume he stayed on site for the express pass. So
definitely.
So it'd be interesting to see how many people will buy them, but how they're
locals, people that are staying on Disney resorts that aren't going to go over and spend days anyways. They're just going to take the Mears shuttle over and come back, that kind of thing. Like those are the kind of people that they're gearing for with this. Why lose that little bit of extra money if they don't have to?
It'll be definitely interesting to see if the hotel occupancy suffers because of it, though.
I like I said though, it's been available in park for a long time, so I don't think they're going to see too much of it.
Couldn't they promote this as a benefit for those hotels that aren't going to have express pass options? Okay, so stay at Cabana Bay and hey, buy your unlimited express too.
That's not yes, possibly. Yeah, that's maybe why they're doing it then.
Yeah, and maybe make it just a little bit cheaper for those people, like $10 off the normal price of an unlimited staying on site.
I mean, a stay at Cabana Bay is still going to be a lot cheaper than Portofino, and then a stay at Cabana Bay with unlimited express is still going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than a stay at Hard Rock or Portofino or whatever, right?
Is it? I don't know. If you take that into consideration, $149.99 for a 2-day 2-part pass. If we went over, we'd have to buy 4 of those plus our stay at Cabana Bay. So yeah, I think it would cost us well over nearly $600 just for those express passes, and then your hotel stay on the top of it. Yet we can get a room at the Royal Pacific for for a night and get 2 days unlimited express for what, $270, $280?
Bugger.
If you came on peak.
Yeah. But even if
you're thinking about the peak, the highest price that these things are.
Well, going
if
off,
you're coming off peak and you're staying at Cabana Bay for like the really discounted rate, say for Florida residents or something like that, then I still think it's a deal.
See, we'd be coming in a peak time next year.
No, I wouldn't say so. Darren,
It's still school
last week in
holidays, so it's
October
gonna be-
peak time.
It's kind of a peak because it picks up a little bit more during Halloween Horror Nights. It kind of just, it seems like now it's kind of just trailing off the summer and like continues through Halloween Horror Nights. Like it's been considerably busy.
And see, I can't even chime in here because October was always an extreme downtime. Well, I guess it's kind of similar with Universal. When I was at Disney, October is an extreme downtime for us, or was. Besides the nights where there was, Mickey's Not So Scary, which I presume will carry over into Halloween Horror Nights and stuff too. But we never had a huge crowd anytime in October.
Yeah, and this year's skewed a little bit too because Diagon Alley recently opened. So you still got a lot of people coming down for that as well.
Because I know a few people on Twitter were saying that normally the last week of October, like the last week for Halloween Horror Nights, is generally quieter, but it's been selling out this week. Or last week, not this week. Yeah, so... Yeah, but that makes sense, actually, if that's why they're doing it, because of the two hotels that don't offer unlimited, then you've got the option of upgrading and getting that there. Yeah, I never considered that.
Still, though, if you're traveling with a large group, then it's a no-brainer to stay.
Yeah.
Royal Pacific, or even like you guys with a family of 4.
Yeah.
It just makes a lot more sense to get the hotel room.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. But I just mean, like, if it's just one person going out there, obviously it's going to be cheaper just to do, like I mentioned, at one of the, at Cabana Bay and then the Unlimited Express,
Like you said, a lot of people who are traveling up from the Disney resorts potentially just we'll just go up for a day or two and buy the express pass and literally hammer everything out over 2 days. Yeah, it makes sense.
Either way, Universal's making money.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Well, then we will go ahead and pass it on over to Gregory on location for a resort report.
What's up, UUOP? This is Gregory today, live on location outside of Cowfish, Orlando. Cowfish is actually undergoing private testing as we speak. Certain team members and select guests have been able to get in. If you were to approach the reservation stand, as it were, you would be asked for a reservation and told that guests will be allowed in next Monday. That's very close to actually the dates we've heard, including November 1st and November 2nd being bandied around from good sources. So it would not surprise me to see Cowfish Orlando open this weekend to all guests, and I hope so because I will be here Sunday hoping to check it out myself. Elsewhere in the resort, we've also seen a Christmas shop open. This is at the former location of the Preview Center, not to be confused with the TV Preview Center, but they also would sometimes preview like foods or goods there. And now instead we have a Christmas shop inside Universal Studios Florida. Hopping over to Islands of Adventure, the rumored King Kong construction site is well underway with vertical construction. And we can tell that this is going to be a massive structure with steel and other work being done, clearing the area. This is just an exciting time at Islands of Adventure. If you want to check it out yourself, a quick trip up to the tower in Camp Jurassic offers a really good view of the construction. And if you have a small child with you, a ride on Pteranodon Flyers will actually give you the highest and best view of the construction. But this is by no means hidden, even from your passive park goers. Just walking through Jurassic Park, it's very obvious that something big is coming to Islands of Adventure. And of course, The big rumor is that is King Kong making his triumphant return to the theme parks. That's all this week. Next week should be very exciting, and hopefully we'll give you a review of Cowfish Orlando.
So obviously, after that report, Cowfish did actually open on the 2nd.
For everybody, or was it again for reservations and special guests?
Everybody, as far as I'm aware, because I know the guys from Behind the Thrills were there. Gregory was there, because if you go on our Instagram and the Facebook page, he's posted a load of pictures there of it, and it looks awesome.
Cool.
Oh, some of that food looks amazing.
When are you going to the parks next?
It's going to be like 2 weeks.
Because you are there.
Might be next weekend. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Well, go Cowfish. And Hunter, if you want to be there with him, you can tag along.
Oh, we'll make it a date. It'll be great.
Awesome.
Oh.
Guided.
But yeah, I can't. The food looks stunning. Apparently, they do an alcoholic milkshake.
All right.
Darren's
try
like,
that.
I'm down.
I'll try that for the sake of our listeners.
He's like, I'll actually be there tomorrow.
Hey, what time are we finishing recording this again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. But how many days until we can actually eat there?
300 and something as of recording.
That's
350 something. Have a look.
It can't. It was got to be more than that because it's 365 days in a year, and we're not there in a year's time. Oh, no, it's
No, in
November.
less than a year's time.
Oh yeah,
because it's now.
we'll be home
November.
by then.
354 days, 2 hours, 13 minutes as a current
So
recording.
in 355 days, we'll be in Cowfish.
I want to go on to Antijitos first.
Well, we'll go there for lunch, Cowfish for dinner.
But it
Sounds
does
like a
look
plan to me.
awesome.
It does.
I think everyone, all the reviews I've seen so far on it, everybody said it's really, really good.
Have we got a menu
So it
online now
appears to
then?
be worth the wait at least.
Definitely. I can't wait to hear what you two think of it.
Yeah, the North Carolina menu's been online for a while. You can go to the Cowfish website and check that out, but I don't know if the Orlando one's up yet.
Yeah, Darren, you're a big sushi guy, right?
Yes.
So we'll just order off both sides of the menu then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ow, ow.
I am excited.
Oh yeah, it's still saying coming soon on the
It must
Orlando.
be sad that I'm excited. I'm excited to hear you eat food and tell me about it.
You're excited to hear him eat food. I'm certain there's a fetish name for that.
So,
We're actually going to record the entire meal of us just nodding and making
Hey,
noises.
hey, we did it for the challenge last year.
Oh yeah, true.
People
Yeah.
puking and running out and stuff.
Not me.
Darren and I just making snarky comments and looking
That
disgusted.
was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It was really good.
Are we doing that again next year?
We'll see if we've got time.
That'll pay for like 10 of your alcoholic milkshakes.
Probably. I don't drink alcoholic milkshakes.
I just drink alcohol. All right, so I've actually got the next story. It says, recently Universal Hollywood's Halloween Horror Nights has caused more controversy when 13-year-old girls Roxy Fisher and her friend Kayla Beals went with a group to Halloween Horror Nights to enjoy the event. But instead they say they felt embarrassed by what they were called by a Purge Zone character. The character was caught on cell phone footage saying, "I don't know what you are, but you're a bunch of whores, that's for sure." She then turned to a man standing near her who had turned around. "No, not you, honey, the girls." Fisher, who was shooting the cell phone video, said, "I was mostly shocked because I did not think that it could happen. And I think I later really understood that it was not okay. And it made me feel, once again, very uncomfortable. And that's not what you want to feel when you go to an amusement park." The girls' mother said they were called to the park asking to meet with management and were told by guest relations employee that they could buy a ticket to the park, go in and speak to management. But were told that the theme park was sold out that day. They have now called on attorney Gloria Allerin to become involved. However, they say they're not taking any legal action. "I want an apology to them and I want an apology to me. And I would really like to talk to that woman as well and ask her, what was she thinking?" said Charlotte Fisher, Roxy's mother. And a statement released to Eyewitness News, Universal Studios said, "We take these issues very seriously and are looking into them. This conduct does not reflect our values or our guest communication guidelines. We are reaching out to those involved and will deal with the situation appropriately."
Okay.
First one off that, I can't believe they wanted them to buy a ticket to go in and speak to guest relations.
That is messed up.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of screwed
terrible.
up. Yeah.
And then say, "Oh wait, but they're sold out." So
Yeah.
you can't.
That seems really off.
After this made the news, I'm sure that they were much more accommodating in their meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's messed up. I'm all for it being more adult themed Halloween Horror Nights, obviously, but you just don't do that to guests. That doesn't make any sense.
How old are they?
13.
They were in there without an adult.
That's how it looked.
Well, that's down to their parents as well. No, I'm saying no. I wouldn't let my 13-year-old go there by his or herself. I've got to say,
it still doesn't change the conduct.
No,
it doesn't.
My initial reaction was absolute outrage because if somebody called me a whore, they'd be holding me back. That is just not done.
Right. Have you guys seen the video?
No. Yes.
No.
What it doesn't show is what happened before that team member said that to those girls. So you don't know. I know it still doesn't make it right. You still got to rise above it and stuff, but they could have been provoking. I'm not saying it like I say. I'm not saying it's right, but you don't know what happened prior to that comment.
I have heard that there is more to it than this team member just calling them whores.
Yeah, it was actually somebody someone messaged me and sort of said it's funny how you don't know what was said beforehand. All the footage that's showed is just from her calling them.
It still doesn't make it right. Still doesn't excuse it. But the blame possibly didn't all fall on the team member's shoulders, because 13-year-old girls, I know from experience, are little. Fill in that blank.
Darren and I can also vouch.
I think
and actually, Lee, you can still vouch.
Yeah. Are the scare actors out in Hollywood the same as the ones in Orlando? Are they just like kind of subcontracted in just for that event? Does anyone know?
They're subcontracted in, but they're usually better because they're actually like out of work actors in LA.
Right.
For the most part, that are doing that kind of thing. So you usually get a little bit higher quality as far as the scare actors go.
Yeah.
And more people that can do that, talk in front of a crowd and that kind of thing, because you don't ever have to do that as a scare actor in Orlando. There's a couple this year for the Purge Scare Zone, but the thing is, at the Purge Scare Zone in Orlando, it was all actors that are involved. They don't interact they didn't interact with guests in that way. They weren't attempting to auction off guests or anything like that. They actually had actors set up, for that kind of thing, and I think that's probably the way to go with it. It is surprising, and no matter what the girl said to them before, he's the guy with the megaphone. He's the guy that has the voice and should have control over the situation.
Yeah.
So he could, whatever happened, he could have chose to ignore it and move on with his thing. So true. I was surprised. I thought it was in the From Dusk Till Dawn house, like the Barker at the beginning. Like, I thought it was going to be that, and then when they said it's the outside in the Purge Scare Zone, I was kind of surprised by that.
Just seems to be every year. It was like it was Bill and Ted last year, and now it's this Purge Zone this year, and it's... they didn't bring Bill and Ted back at all this year because of that.
I know what it is. It's Disney sending their employees in to mess
sabotage.
Up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it figured out now.
We've got eyes on you guys.
Now here's what I want you to do, okay?
We actually sent our dragon over from Diagon Alley to Snow White. That's for the morning, guys.
Hunt is on he's got his finger on the pulse, hasn't he? It was Ebola last time. And it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train Fires this time. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I find it interesting that they said they're not taking legal action and all they want an apology. If they thought they were wrong that much, I think they'd be going for
I'd be going for.
They said they're not looking. They're not taking legal action at this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's very specific. It's so we'll have a meeting with Universal, see what happens with that.
Yeah, see what they offer.
If they're not satisfied with that, then boom, that's where it starts. So.
It's weird as well, Darren, because I know from listening to your chat with Andy about Hollywood, I expected Hollywood to be more outgoing, more adult, more extreme, and it seems like from at least what Andy said that it's not. It's the other way around. It's Orlando that seems to be, and that Hollywood is a bit more toned back. Yeah,
definitely. If you listen to that, you heard I was shocked by it too, because I'd always heard LA was a little bit more extreme.
I could actually hear your mouth like drop open.
When you think about it, though, we know people who live in California who travel to Orlando. But I can't think of anybody in Orlando traveling to California.
Yeah.
Especially, especially for that, I mean.
Because I know Andy was saying specifically that they don't serve alcohol at Halloween Horror Nights, unlike Orlando, where it's a huge part of it.
Do you know what? I actually think that's a right decision. I don't think alcohol helps many situations
Well, no.
When you got
Not when
an
there's
event
English people.
that's adrenaline fueled as well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like a drink every now and again, but you know my feelings on it.
I think they're on top of it in Orlando, though, aren't
Yeah, they seem to be.
They're pretty good at controlling that thing, and if people get out of hand, they're good at pulling them out pretty quick.
And not even just Halloween Horror Nights, but in the park in general.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that last time we were in, right, Darren?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break here and then be back with some more news.
Diagon Alley is now open at Universal Studios Florida, and we know all you witches and wizards can't wait to visit. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel deal with the muggles in resort reservations. They are a Universal Parks and Resorts specialist, as well as an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the new Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs. And make sure to let them know you heard about them because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us continue to bring you the best Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free on 888-939-642539 or go to fairygodmothertravel.com. Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, welcome back to the show, and we're going to continue on with the news. Tracy?
That's me. Right, after 13 years of negotiations and planning, Universal Parks and Resorts have announced they will be opening a $3.3 billion, 300-acre theme park in Beijing.
Woo!
Yeah. So the company and its Chinese partners didn't set an opening date, but state-run media said the complex should debut in 2019. That seems quite a short length of time for...
Not long,
because they're building from the ground up, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty swift building. Yes, the new theme park will be among Universal's largest. And it will include the same kind of movie-themed attractions featured at the other Universal parks. And they've said it will also include attractions that will be specifically created for the Chinese park, and they'll also build a Universal City Walk, retail dining and entertainment complex, as well as a first-ever Universal-themed resort hotel.
Interesting.
So... oh, good.
Just a chorus. Yeah.
So, yes, this park could be built in an eastern suburb of China called Tongzhou, I think. And additional phases could see the complex expand to 1,000 acres.
Which is massive.
That is huge.
Well,
wow.
I've just Googled Islands of Adventure, and Islands of Adventure is 110 acres. So that Beijing park's nearly 3 times the size of Islands.
Let's start saving our pennies.
Yeah.
Podcast meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one will be there because no one can afford to go.
Have they actually announced any attractions that are going into that park yet? Besides, I believe I read there was going to be a Hogsmeade and a Diagon Alley, if I recall.
Well, I may just get to that. So, yeah, Chinese media...
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I know, terrible. Chinese media have reported the park's Chinese partner... Oh, good grief. Beijing...
Yeah, shoot.
That one.
Shoehorn.
Shoehorn.
Shoehorn. Shaohuan, I would say.
Cultural Tourism Investment Company Limited completed a $300 million land deal back in March. The parks will be jointly owned by Beijing Shaohuan, which is a consortium of 4 Chinese state-owned companies, as well as Universal Parks and Resorts. So Tom Williams, Chairman, Chief Executive of Universal Parks and Resorts, said the Beijing park would showcase some of the best themed attractions to be found anywhere. He did refuse to offer specifics, but said the company had already conducted extensive research on the matter, and the park would pay a proper... it's too many P's. Park would
pay a proper...
park would...
Pick a pepper.
I'm going to cry in a minute. The park would pay proper respect and homage to Beijing and Chinese culture overall. So Williams wouldn't detail what major attractions will be included in the Beijing park, but rides based on the Transformers franchise, Despicable Me series, and as well as Harry Potter are expected due to the popularity in China. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Universal Beijing will be the northernmost Universal theme park, and because of its location, it'll contain many challenges, including snow and severe air pollution. I never considered that. Williams said the company would focus on building attractions conducive to wintertime visitations.
So all indoor, basically.
Yeah.
The concept art, it's not. It just looks like...
all the attractions themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what they said is Universal doesn't currently have any direct investment in the Universal branded parks in Japan and Singapore, but it will invest in 2 joint ventures being established to build and operate the Beijing park.
Very
Exciting.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's the first Universal-themed hotel. Everyone in the US is going to go ape crazy if they put a Harry Potter hotel in that park. It says Universal themed, and what's bigger than that at the moment? Maybe. All right.
How is that going to get signed off on by?
Universal themed. I'm thinking it's going to be like everything incorporated into it.
Maybe like an art of animation.
Yeah.
I was thinking kind of like art of animation makes the most sense, I think.
So kind of what they've done with Royal Pacific and that sort of with Jurassic Park themed rooms and Despicable Me themed rooms. And
Dibs on the Jaws room.
That would still be pretty cool.
I want the Back to the Future room. Oh
yeah.
my God.
I know if you look at the concept art for it, there's a launch coaster on the left-hand side that looks very much like the Hulk. But apparently the Hulk wasn't originally supposed... I was listening, I think it was Coaster Radio before, and apparently the original concept for that launch coaster wasn't the Hulk, it was Men in Black. I don't know whether that's true or not, because I'd never heard that before.
Okay.
Oh, that kind of makes sense a little bit with the tunnel sequence in the movie, where they're in the car. He's don't push the red button.
Oh yeah,
push the red button.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah, they could have it launch off. Like, go ahead, push the red button.
Have you ever heard that before though?
No, I'd never heard that. But
no, I hadn't.
It makes a little bit of sense.
Light bulbs.
I could see them gearing more towards that over there and getting away from the Marvel franchise, so they don't have to pay Disney for it.
Yeah.
Are they even able to use Marvel over there?
I don't know. I don't know if they're able to incorporate any of that anymore after the buyout. They might be, you have what you have and that's it. So
yeah, because
last I checked, the only area where they can expand beyond current attractions is Orlando itself.
Because Japan has Spider-Man, doesn't it? And Singapore has Spider-Man, but nothing else Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And keep in mind, those are themed to just kind of like a New York section of the park. They're not a Marvel-themed location.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
But that's huge. I know we've still there's nothing been mentioned about the park in Russia, but I assume that's still on the table. So they're really looking to expand.
They're really going to have to gear that for cold weather.
I think it's all indoors. It is literally a covered park.
Oh, okay.
Like
a dome type thing.
Yeah, like a Centre Parks type thing for anyone who knows what they are in the UK. But it's going to be in like a big dome, so it's all going to be covered. But there's nothing been more sort of mentioned about that. I think we mentioned it on the show a couple months ago now. And then this comes out.
Welcome to Universal Dome for fun and fun time activities. Maintain order and single file lines, please. Thank you.
Or we kill you.
Spot on, Derek.
Well, speaking of the Asian parks, we will continue and we will move on to our first report from our new Singapore correspondent, Xiao.
Thank you very much, Lee. Hi, everyone. This is Xiao, or you can call me Luke. I'm reporting on location from Singapore. It is such an honor for me to participate in the show and introduce a bit about USS. This second Universal Studios in Asia is a relatively small park, but it has great lands and fun attractions. For example, USS is the first park to have Transformers the ride, which is a huge hit here. Besides, it also has a version of Revenge of the Mummy and a special River Rapids version of Jurassic Park. Furthermore, you can also find Far Far Away and Madagascar areas which are dedicated to these DreamWorks classics. Currently in October, the park is transformed into Halloween Horror Nights with themes that originated from Asian cultures. For example, there is a haunted house called Jane's Revenge, where you will go through an old Chinese high school and face the ghosts of the tormented girl. The park has relatively small areas for expansion, but there are new rides being worked on. One of them is the Puss in Boots roller coaster. This suspended family coaster will have mild movement and show scenes that take guests through the story. Unfortunately, very little information has been released for this ride, but we can expect it to open by the end of the year or early next year. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this very brief introduction of the recent happenings in USS, and I would love to see you in the park someday. Thank you very much.
Very cool. Puss in Boots there coming on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was that close. I thought it was definitely going to be next year before we even got construction going on that.
No, it's supposed to be. Is it the beginning? Is it the end of this year, the beginning of next year? I think it's supposed to be ready. It's only going to be like a daft kiddie coaster type thing, but it's interesting because...
Well, he said show scenes. Does that mean it's kind of like going to have dark ride and elements interspersed?
I might do.
Might be like a mine train kind of thing,
but longer and not on fire.
And awesome.
Hunter, have you ridden?
Saying Puss in Boots was actually the attack?
Hunter, have you ridden Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
I have actually.
How is it, honestly? From a Universal fan's point of view, how is it?
I enjoyed it, truth be told. I think it was, I was not expecting any sort of thrill element in the ride whatsoever, which, truth be told, there isn't, but there's more than you've been led on to believe.
Right.
But really, the awesome thing about Seven Dwarfs were the audio animatronics. Disney still does the best audio animatronics. And it's really just a beautiful attraction. It's good for the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing it to something at Universal Orlando, is there anything close to it in, like, I don't mean like standard wise, but like actual ride experience wise?
The closest thing, think of a severely toned down version of The Mummy, just with the dark ride element in the entire attraction instead of just the first half.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that, Chow. And we will now wrap up this show with an email from a listener about his great interaction with a team member in our Spew segment.
Hi, guys. We recently returned from Orlando, and I wanted to get in touch to let you know about a wonderful interaction that we had with a brilliant team member at Universal Studios. Our 4-year-old son, Sebastian, is obsessed with Transformers, and our hotel was a 4-minute drive from the parking garages at Universal, so the studios was the park that we spent most of our time at this holiday. The opportunities to meet the real Optimus Prime, Megatron, and most importantly, Bumblebee were too much for him to resist, and we found ourselves inside the park on 10 of our 14 days.
Wow.
Get in there.
Wow.
Even if it was for just an hour to get the photos and ride the ride, that always managed to satisfy him, so we could have the rest of the day elsewhere. Anyways, after it became obvious that we were going to need to invest in PhotoConnect, we approached the kiosk next to the Transformers meet and greet and asked for some information. This is where we were helped out greatly by Jim from Huntington, Texas. He explained the options brilliantly and gave us the 3-day $69.95 package, but extended it to cover over the full 2 weeks of our stay. Throughout the explanation, Sebastian must have interrupted Jim on half a dozen occasions. He's not usually that sort of kid, but he was vibrating with excitement after having just met Optimus for the first time, and in a huge parenting miscalculation, having had Pop-Tarts for breakfast for the first and only time. Right back in. Tell us what sort of Pop-Tarts. Jim was so patient, professional, and friendly, he sorted us out quickly while still engaging Sebastian in Transformers-related chat. Every time we walked past the kiosk over the next 2 weeks, Jim yelled out to Sebastian and told him how long it would be before Bumblebee came out. On our final day, we went into the park so Sebastian could say a tearful goodbye to the Transformers. We thanked Jim for all his help and told him that we were returning to New Zealand that day. We then joined the queue to meet Bumblebee. As we got to the end, Jim left the kiosk and took over from the lady that was working the camera. When it was our turn, Jim apologized and told us that the camera was broken. He told Bumblebee that Sebastian was his biggest fan and to entertain him while he worked the problem out. What ensued was an impromptu dance-off between a 9-foot Transformer and a 4-year-old Kiwi kid.
Oh.
Sebastian attempting to match his hero move for move over the next couple minutes. When Jim had fixed the camera, he called us over to the kiosk and gave us an extra 6x4 print of Sebastian and Bumblebee in a Transformers frame, despite us having already had the 2 prints that came with our Photo Connect package. We told him at the time, but I'd like to thank him again for truly one of the most amazing experiences that our young son has ever had, and he's mentioned it every single day since we left. His friends at daycare still won't believe him, but he'll never forget. This sort of interaction is something you usually only hear people experiencing at Disney, but I can honestly say that we've never enjoyed one like that anywhere else. Thanks again, Jim. Also, thanks guys, love the show, it just keeps getting better. Spencer.
That is awesome.
That's one of the best stories I've ever heard in my life.
Just from a 4-year-old kid's perspective, I just think that is a memory that you will take to the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm sure all the team members that were involved in that last day are going to remember that as well.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he recognised them every time they went past and would like shout over and say, "It's out in 10 minutes."
That's lovely.
Yep.
Oh,
awesome.
Yep. That's I think that's enough for me to go find Jim. Over there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're buying Jim a drink, right, Darren?
Yeah, that's a good idea,
do you know
Darren,
what?
actually.
Yeah.
You should go and say, who you are and that someone wrote into the show and let us know what a great job he did and that we've let everyone know who listens.
Oh, yeah, I definitely will. We'll keep an eye out. We're over there getting pictures just about as often as Spencer was, so.
Cool.
Darren just doesn't have the privilege of a dance-off yet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I want to see that, though.
See, I'm going to get to be friends with Jim now, and maybe I'll get it. Yep. If you have had a team member go out of their way to make your visit extra special, all you have to do is...
Well, first of all, let them know, because everyone wants to know they're doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Then, let guest services know as well, because those team members will get special... What they get, like recommendations, like commendations, don't they? And it apparently does go to help them for like promotions and stuff, so definitely let them know.
Yep. And then send us an email detailing what happened, entitling it SPEW, the Society for the Promotion of Employee Well-Dones.
Do that, and then send that email to us at the usual address, which is podcast@uuopodcast.com, and we'll read them out in the show.
Yep, and that will do it for another episode. You still have a chance to get your competition entries in to win the Ghostbusters keyring from the Film Vault. You have till 23:59 Eastern Time on the 9th of November. And the question is...
Out of time.
No, that's the answer.
All right, what is the number of the license plate on the Ghostbusters car?
Yep, you can send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. So until next week, for Tracy, Hunter, and Lee, I'm Darren, and this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Keep breakdancing.
That does it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmits, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter at UUOPodcast, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at UUOPodcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast, and don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a micepod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com